Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to Dating My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior. I'm giving myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and savings challenges. And today we're about to get into our month ahead savings. I started this last year and we're just continuing on from the progress we made in 2024 and still completing goals in 2025. And to recap, this first sheet, we saved $1,840. And these are the bills that I don't pay out of my income. It's like the overall household income. Overall household bills. And so I wanted to have it in my possession to have a full month of all the bills that either one of us pays. And so that was completed. And the goal for this year is to complete mortgage. Everything after mortgage starts 3 months or a year ahead. Just to get you guys up to speed if anyone is new or just needed a reminder. And since this was a magic month for me, I gave month ahead an extra $100 out of that magic month paycheck. And so we're going to count up and see what we have to work with today. And so we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3. So 233. This is the most I've stuffed ever in month ahead for 1 month. So I have 2 mortgage boxes. And that's because I was trying to keep the numbers under like 50. And so the mortgage amount is $1,300. So I just divided each section by 650 and 650, but you know, the numbers are different because of how I needed to round up. With $233, our totals, I believe that's 55, 27, and 28. We need $55 to be able to color in 2 circles. And so we have 233. Let's see how many can we do with that amount. So we can do 4, 2 in each. So 55 times 4. So that's 220. And that leaves us with 13, where we can allocate to something over here, which will probably just be YNAB. In the future, I want to subscribe to YNAB. That's one of my long-term goals. It's not even that expensive, but I just want to have it in advance so I'm covered for the year. Like the last time I checked it, which was at the beginning of this year, a year subscription was $110, or it was probably less than that because I round everything up. But it's just, you know, something that's attainable. I don't really have to wait for, but I'm not in a rush either. So I figured, let me put that on my year ahead list. So we'll probably give that to YNAB and roll over $3 because meat sweats is $15, home warranty is $30, and then car juice is $50. And car juice is basically just gas. If I can save a year's worth of gas, I always thought that would be amazing because that's one of those expenses that's never gonna go away. If you own a vehicle until you get, you know, an electric car, but you just swapping out gas to charge. So it's always gonna be some kind of fee related to car maintenance. But yeah, so we need 220 for mortgage. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, and 20. So we're gonna add this to mortgage. I have my binders separated by bills, like my month-to-month bills, and then the monthly section, which is like the month ahead, and that's where we will find mortgage. Everything has a fully funded slip. And then the yearly tab is for the year ahead or, you know, this section. And so that's what's behind the year tab. All right, so in mortgage, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 66, 67, 68. So 768, and that's a listen. We're more than halfway done. Only need 532, and seeing this number is motivating because I really want to have this completed by the end of the year. Anyway, any windfall, any extra, it'll be going to the month ahead to get this done. I'll be doing the cash condensing, so I'm looking forward to that because a decent amount of this can go to the bank. So, and we're going to get that in the bank for sure. And so what's left is for us to color in our, not sure why I closed that, but we'll be going back. But we'll color in our 4 circles. And the only reason why this section has more, I started this last year. I was only able to stuff, you know, I think 4. And so everything else has been from this year. And so we got that. And let's head back here to the yearly section and hit up YNAB. So YNAB is going to get 10 and now has 20. We'll color in 2 more boxes or circles here. All right, and so we just have $3 to roll to next month, and I'm okay with that. I need to remember to at least add $2 so we don't have this odd amount. Yeah, so, you know, we make sure we allocate all the cash. But that's it for this month ahead. Stuffing under 600, close to being under 500. So let me just do something real quick. So if I, wait a minute. I think I did something incorrect here. We gave it 220, right? I think it was supposed to be 4 circles per section. So let's see. We did 27 and 27 times 2. That's 54. And then 28 and 28, that's 56. That's only 110. So yeah, I owe myself 2 circles. So we did color in 4 this time. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. And I think what made me catch that was my goal is to color in 2 circles every month. And so all I need is 110 to color in 2. And so the fact that it got double, you know, I should have known that, but at least I caught it. But what I wanted to go back to the 532 that's remaining in mortgage. So if next month we only can do 110, it brings it down to 422. And then we have, let's see, so September, October, November, December. So I need to give it an extra $92 to complete the goal by the end of the year, on top of the 110. So if I do 92 divided by September, October, November, divided by 4, if I can give this an extra $23, at least me having a number in mind on top of the 110, this will be done. So yes, what's that? So 110, 133 is going to be the goal to give month ahead. Even if I can't color it in, that's going to be the goal that sits in the envelope so we can knock this out the park. But that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is something you can find in my Etsy shop. It does come colored, but you can always print black and white. I am a fan of having stuff all in one as much as possible. So that was the thought process behind the 6 boxes on one page. It's attainable. And my slashes and the circles is pretty much, I didn't need those. Just for anybody looking and wondering. But I always felt like hearing from Dave Ramsey, different financial advisors or people that just talk about finances, being a month ahead for me was just as important as having an emergency fund / rainy day fund. And I say slash because people use that interchangeably, but to me, they're two separate things. So I do have a rainy day fund, which we did deplete in the month of August to get a new refrigerator. But just to give you an example of my thought process, rainy day for the goal was like $2,500, but with interest and all that, our refrigerator came up to $2,800. It was enough in there. So rainy day fund can come in and handle any expense for any category. It's sudden, it's unplanned, life happens. And then we have our home emergency fund for all things home emergency. So yes, we could have pulled it from home emergency, but rainy day is topped off at $2,500. We didn't need to touch home emergency. And so, but home emergency is available if something else happened before we can get rainy day replenished. And then the emergency fund is for income loss only. And so for me, that gives me even more peace. And both of us have a separate emergency fund that's 1 month ahead, but it's still separate from the emergency fund because they're housed in different areas. So I want my 1 month ahead ready and available. I don't have to wait days. I don't have to worry about a penalty if it's taken out early. Example of a CD. I want my 1 month ahead accessible right away, any day, all day. Since starting this journey, it's like I've been able to map out what I want this to look like and feel like and where I want to put this and, set goals and just stay in my budget. And it's just the fact that I have the options. It's like, I'm glad for my brain and finding CashStuffing envelopes because I didn't know about this whole budgeting system or just having the importance of following a budget. Growing up into my adulthood, I had to figure this out on my own after so many mistakes so if I can encourage anyone, whatever number you need to get to in your emergency fund to just start and have something available, tap into your 1 month ahead. And like I said, both was just as important. So I did both at the same time. I got my 1,000 saved. And at the same time saving for that, I started my month ahead. Slowly, but still it was a priority. Now I continue year to year, try to add $1,000 to my emergency fund every year. And then, whatever goals I can reach a month ahead, I'm doing that. So I did get a month ahead in the bills that I cover, and now I'm working on the bills that I do not cover. I have a full month ahead in my possession, and then Ragnar has a full month ahead in his possession. So we'll be 2 months ahead plus our emergency fund in case of income loss or whatever. Maybe something happened at work and you don't get your paycheck that day that's expected because something happened with their system or whatever. At least you have that, and you just have that peace of mind. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys and give you a little deeper dive into like my why, my thoughts, my ideas, and why this is so important to me. And of course, if I have it and it's a practice, it's a norm, I can pass that to the kids easily. But if I don't have it, I can give it. So that when I say like for my kids, it's not just, oh, I want to save for them and have money for them. I want them to have the habits. I want them to know firsthand from me why, when, how, all that. And I feel like that's one of the best things I can give to them. Besides love, and like, to me, this is a part of caring for your kids. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye, you guys.